to say, this concerns me, that more than 7,000 wealthy older Chinese citizens have been granted permanent residency under a special significant investor scheme, which is pretty obvious. It flies in the face of the spirit of everything we've been told our immigration policies are trying to achieve. It's not a visa that assists Australians in any way, shape or form. To talk to us more about this, we're joined by immigration expert Melanie McFarlane. Melanie, this is extraordinary.
Good morning, Stephen. Yes, it is actually, especially when you've just come off the back of the Job Skills Summit and we're talking about upskilling and training young Australians. And this has nothing to do with it.
So what do we call a significant investor scheme? So what do people have to do to qualify for this?
Well, what they have to do is there is no age limit. There's virtually no necessity to have an English level at all. And they need to be in the country just for a few days each year. It's a permanent residence visa, but they need to, most importantly, invest $5 million in some kind of Australian bond in order to qualify for a period of about 4 years. But
then the permanent residency continues after that?
Precisely. For them and their families.
So are we talking about people that, obviously people who can afford to throw $5 million into bonds for 4 years have probably got some sort of skill level. What are they required to contribute that to Australia in any way?
Well, no, that's not actually the requirement. And that's why, it doesn't really fulfill the criteria of our immigration policy in the sense that they don't have to employ any Australian, they don't have to upskill and train any Australian, and they don't have to even set up a business here in Australia. So they don't need to, in that sense, yes, there's that large sum of money, but in the long term, given our aging population and so on, they don't have to contribute to the economy otherwise.
Are they costing places or places for anyone else though? Because that would be my concern. If we're taking 7,000 of these people, and how long has it taken? Over what period is that 7,000?
Well, it has taken a while for the scheme to take off because there are a lot of people who don't want to invest that amount of money for little return, which also makes you wonder, well, who actually is, what are the types of people who are investing? And I would say they're mainly coming from mainland China. But it has taken a long time for this to occur. And there's nothing else really that they're going to have to put into the economy otherwise.
But the point I'm making is, are they actually taking a place that somebody on some other kind of visa could be taking?
Yes. Yes. They actually are. Because, even though the government has just raised permanent residence places to 195,000, they're going to take 7,000 of those places. So each year that visa is granted, some of those places will be taken because they are permanent resident places and they don't come out of anywhere else. There is a budget and that's where those places come from.
So this is like a plenary indulgence. People are literally just buying permanent residency.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, Stephen.
Which is a pathway to citizenship if they choose to do so. But, I find that extraordinary. Do they pay any taxes here?
They don't need to pay taxes if they're not actually living here in Australia.
So they've just got to come out here for a couple of days a year and then Bob's your uncle?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's a visa. They're paying $5 million over a period of time, and then they just get permanent residence, and that's it. They buy the visa.
Absolutely extraordinary. We might take this up with the Immigration Minister. Melanie, I appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
All the best. Melanie McFarlane, she's an immigration expert. That's just extraordinary. You pay $5 million and get permanent residency. It flies in the face of everything that we say we're trying to do with our immigration program, doesn't it?